Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to Hollywood Studios. So it's gonna be a fun day today. Maybe for me, more me than you, because I am a Disney freak. Okay, so we are going to go to Hollywood Studios today in our whip and chat. Most likely, it's going to be more a chat than a whip. It's hard for me to diamond paint, but you guys know I love my food as well, and so I'll be showing you two snacks from Hollywood Studios. And the first one's going to be tachos, and that comes from Toy Story. And that is a new attraction at Hollywood Studios. And then we're going to have a famous milkshake from one of the diners from Hollywood Studios. So before we can even start this off, let me welcome everybody. Welcome to Crafty Chef Diamond's Craft Kitchen. So we do have some new subscribers. Welcome, new subscribers. Welcome, returning subscribers. Susan Haddock, welcome. Connie's This and That. Rachel's Diamond Life. Deidre Wilskowski. Don't know if I pronounced that right. I apologize. You know, I can tear some names up. Casey West and Linda Dawkins. I did have some visitors that have, I don't know if you subscribed, you did leave me a comment. I did find out last night from another creator that if your channel is not public, I don't get a notification. If you are public, that means everybody can go to your channel and see who you're subscribed to. So I do want to thank Ashley Baker, MD, cannot pronounce your last name, Tajmide. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that. And Mustafa Rahman. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Not good with the names, guys. And I get some crazy names. So, but thank you for visiting my channel. And I hope you come back. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you do subscribe. We are on the road to 300. This month, I am celebrating Disney's 50th anniversary for Walt Disney World. We are traveling to each park each week. The celebration ends on March 31st. And so last week we went to Epcot. This week we're going to go to Hollywood Studios. So much history is in Hollywood Studios. I hope I can do it right to Hollywood Studios. And then we are going to visit Animal Kingdom. I have some canvases that I would like to share with you from my stash that represents my Animal Kingdom. And then we are going to finish it off the last week of March to Magic Kingdom. And I will show you some of what I think about Magic Kingdom. We went through the princesses yesterday. I should have saved that for week 4, but it is what it is. And I might mishmash all my parks together with my canvases that I have that interpret my Disney theme. So to get this thing started, I do have some happy mail from Sharon. Her channel is from Cheap to Chic. And she does dollar store hauls. She does card swapping. She makes all kinds of beautiful cards. She does Temu hauls. She does all kinds of hauls. And I think I found her through Diana Loves Colors. I won one of her, I think, Valentine's Day giveaway. And I want to share that with you guys when I get back to the chat and whip. More of a chat than a whip. So I have that. And I think I've told you guys before, this is my birthday month. And there's a lot of people that has their birthdays in March. So many of my friends that I follow on YouTube, their birthdays in March. Happy birthday, everybody. I think I need to end week 4 with a big birthday cake for all of us. You know, that would be awesome. So, but my son asked me, hey, what do you want for your birthday? And I'm like, well, I sent him the advertisement for Art Dot. My friend Diamonds Around You, she did an unboxing of Art Dot and of some of their containers. And guess what I got this week? Woohoo! I need one more to help work on my master monster canvas in the basement. So came with a little funnel too. So I love it. Thank you, Vivian, for turning me on to the Art Dot. And I looked at their website and they have some great stuff. It's a danger zone for me. Total danger zone. Okay, so look, guys, I want you to come back. I need to fill my belly up because before when you, if we're at Disney, my make-believe Disney, okay, my make-believe Disney, I'm hungry. So I made some food for us, okay? So we are going to have some Mickey cakes, smoked applewood bacon, some syrup that I took from Animal Kingdom. Shh, don't tell anybody, all right? Okay, so I want to eat my breakfast, and I kind of just topped it off with an orange and some parsley to garnish it. And then we will get ready to go to Hollywood Studios, and we will have some snacks while we're halfway through with it. So you guys, I will see you at the movies. Stay tuned. All right, guys. Bye. Hi, guys. So I am back. I had to start getting our snacks prepared, and my husband came home from the campground because we had to move our fifth wheel into storage. So welcome back. And what I'm working on today, you're just going to see it because I cannot talk and whip at the same time. So welcome to Hollywood Studios, and get yourself a cup of coffee, water, favorite beverage of any kind, and join me. So I have a lot of stuff to go over, and let's start off with the coffee mug, and then I can fill it with coffee, because if I tip the coffee cup to show you the different pictures that are on the mug, we're going to have some issues, and I don't want to have those issues. So breakfast was good, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was very good. The Mickey cakes turned out very well. It was a German pancake recipe that I made, and of course the bacon was smoked applewood, very delicious. And the syrup, yeah, we're not going to tell anybody at Animal Kingdom that we borrowed some of their syrup, so that's a secret. Okay, so we are at Hollywood Studios today, and this is the series of Starbucks Where Are You mugs. So we can go over a few things that we're going to be visiting today at Hollywood Studios. This is one guy, I've done a research on this because this is 50 years, guys, 50 years of magic. And I cannot figure out what this was. And I believe this is an item that is on Sunset Boulevard. And I don't know. I really don't know. Of course, we have the galaxy right here with Star Wars. And we got some ducks. The owl, I couldn't figure that out either. That must be from another before my time. If anybody knows, leave me a comment down below. This is the, I am used to, and it's embedded in my brain. It was the, oh, now I just went blank. It's the Tower of Terror Hotel, but it is inspired by the Twilight Zone. And it used to be called the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. And then we have added the Woody Toy Story is now the newest attraction at Hollywood Studios. The Muppets. The Ant movie, if you guys remember that. This is from the Backlot Tour when they very first opened. This is the entrance to Hollywood Studios, and that comes from, do you remember the movie Xanadu with the Olivia Newton-John, and she's roller skating? This is the Pan Atlantic Auditorium as you enter Hollywood Studios. This is a dinosaur. They had an animation, which is at Echo Lake at Hollywood Studios. And his name is, I had my notes. I've got notes everywhere. Oh my goodness, you guys. Gertie. Gertie, the the Friendly Dinosaur. Aerosmith, Rock and Roller Coaster. This is Toy Story down here. This is Cosmic Pizza. Of course, we got some pine trees, the movies, Starbucks, of course, and the famous food. Yeah. All right. So this is our, oh, and this is Mickey's Elf water tower is no longer there. It's been taken down. So, yeah. All right. That was the big icon when Hollywood Studios opened up, which was MGM Studios at the time. So now I am going to have me some coffee. All right. I hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing good. Some chef notes before I get started, and then I'm going to open up what Sharon sent me for the Valentine winner from her channel. So this is March Madness as well as the birthday month. And my birthday is March 18th, and I will be turning 60 years old, everybody. 60 years young. I don't feel like it. I think I might have a couple of wrinkles that show, but I try to stay in shape. And yeah, 60 years old. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I remember when I turned 50, I was like, oh, Lord, the world's going to end. But it keeps going on. You keep going on, and you just take care of yourself. You have to learn to take care of yourself. What I know now, if I would have known back then, I would have done a lot of changes. So if you were at Hollywood Studios today, in Orlando, it is a nice 88 degrees. So make sure that you wear your sunscreen, you've got your sunglasses on, and you're sporting a hat because you don't want to ruin your beautiful skin. Always wear sunscreen. Never forget the sunscreen. So my canvas here is Baby Yoda sporting a cup of coffee, and he is at Epcot as well as he is at Hollywood Studios. So let's see what Sharon got me. I popped it open, and we'll just do that really quick. But anyways, it's March Madness at my job. You guys all know I work for a school. I am their private cook, chef, lunch lady, whatever you want to call me. I work by myself. And if you're new and you're listening to me for the first time while you're doing whatever you're doing, and and you guys are working on your diamond painting or cleaning your house or just doing whatever, each year, March, of course, basketball is going on, but we're in a step competition. And so I try to do at least 4 miles every single day. A lot of the staff, they count their steps as they walk throughout the whole day, teaching their classes. I tried that. I keep you guys perched up on a stand at my job, and I listen to Whip and Chats, or I listen to trials. And you guys all know I finished the Alec Murdaugh case. I'm hoping that his financial parts will be trial will be televised, because there's a lot of unanswered questions, and there's going to be impact statements from the people that he took money from. And I hope that they televise it and make it public, and we can see the reaction of what they need to say. When that's going to happen, I have no idea. It will still be the same judge who's trying those 99 financial cases. But I think they're going to take all the counties, combine them together with the different judges in those areas, and they are all going to do it together. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that, but that has been the rumor on that. So, and there's some other trials that are coming up, and I may talk about them. So anyways, work has been very busy. The month of March is just crazy. The kids are like, the parents are tired of fixing lunches. So now they're like, okay, you can just get hot lunch now. We got half the year over with. We have a couple more months to go, and then it's summer break. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I should be getting a lot of diamond painting done after showing you guys yesterday what my budget friendly stash is and some of my princesses that I have. I will be busy, very busy for a very long time. So this is from Sharon, Cheap to Chic. Okay, let me open this up. Thank you, Sharon. Okay, maybe I won't be able to open this up. Excuse my hands. I have cook hands. It says, Happy Valentine's Day. Love, Sharon. Oh, that's so cute. And I believe you probably made this card. XOXO. This is so sweet. Thank you, Sharon. Set you over here. Look at this that she put together. Galentine. It's so sweet. Wow. Sharon, did you make this? Look how tiny this is. I would have to use tweezers. Oh, wow. That is so cute. So, so cute. Ooh, yummy. Got some sweets for later on today. Thank you. I think this is what I won. I'm hoping she does a demo. I don't know how to do this. I'll be honest. I don't know about stationery stuff. So that's how we all learn through YouTube. Amazing. Yes, thank you. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So talented. There's so many talented people on YouTube. That's why I love it so much. So many different things. Thank you, Sharon. Oh no, guess what I got on my diamond painting? That was a quick fix. And if it's stuck, baby wipes, everybody. We use baby wipes. All right, I will clean that up later. Again, thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate it. You have a wonderful channel, and I will put your link down below so everybody can come visit you. All right. So I am working on the Disney Castle, and it is the Weinstein Castle, and this is what their first interpretation of Disneyland Castle. And of course, you know, Disney World, they have theirs too. So I am right here. I've got all this down here, so I'm right up in here. So, and then I still have to work my way this way. So February was a really good month for diamond painting for me. March, I don't know, guys. I mean, I've only started that, and I'm only right here on this. And yeah, it's like 1 month is good, and next month is slow. 1 month is good, next month is slow. So, excuse me, sip of coffee here. I love all the comments from everybody telling me I really enjoy your whip and chats, and I'm so glad. It makes me so happy. I have some of my props up in here. It's not too good because I have a very small crafting table here. But of course, I have Mickey with me, and he's one of those stress Mickeys. You just squeeze him, he's so soft. You know, Mickey is for everything. There's pillows, there's, and then this is when you're not feeling so happy. And then you can just squeeze them. Once you start feeling better, then you're happy again. I have the 50th anniversary candle burning. And the scent from this candle is from Saratoga Springs. And I don't have them. Just smells so good. So when you walk into the main area, the main lobby of the Saratoga Springs, that is the smell that you smell throughout the whole resort indoors. And then we are sporting Lightning McQueen. Yeah, from Cars. Yeah. So, okay. So let's get started. All right, guys. So when Disney started construction on it was MGM Studios, okay? So it opened May 1st, 1989. They started construction on in the year of 1987. And it opened 33 years ago. They had to act really, really fast. And this is an old guide, guys. This is from 2005. I had to go through some of my stash. I have some older ones, but I just didn't want to get them all out. Okay, so there's a little bit of history on here. So anyways, Walt Disney had to act really, really quick because Universal Studios was breaking ground as well. And who could get to the finish line first? Well, guess what? And Hollywood MGM finished first. And then Universal Studios opened up in 1990. So I have to read off of this, guys, because I just don't have a very good memory because I have a 60-year-old brain, almost 60. I'm 59, not until the 18th, and that is next Saturday. Disney Hollywood Studios was initially developed as both a theme park and inspired by show business, and as an opening production studio with active film and television production services, an animated facility branch, and a functioning back lot. Construction on the combined park and studio began in 1987, but was accelerated when the construction of a similarly themed Universal Studios Florida began a few miles away. To increase the public interest and variety of the film representation within the park, Disney entered into a licensing agreement with Metro Goldwyn Mayer, MGM, from which the park's original name became. The park's production facilities were removed throughout the 2000s. There's been so many things that have gone into Hollywood Studios and that they've tried and they felt that it didn't work. But the original plan for Hollywood Studios were for them to actually be a functioning studio. But they only had the permit to use MGM as for the logo, the lion, and for merchandise. As you all know, in the past, Nickelodeon was there, The Muppet Show was there, American Idol was there, and they were acting studios. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Did I say that already? There was quite a few. And then they had the Backlot Tour, which they actually did all the production for the clothes. And then they had part of your Backlot Tour was different movie props. One of the famous houses that was in the Backlot Tour was the Golden Girls. And I was able to see that. This menu here is from 2005, but we did take my son in 1990, and it was MGM Studios, and in 2005 it was still MGM Studios. And let me see. Let me keep going on here. There's a lot to read, but I'm just trying to nip it all down a little bit here for you guys. So it said here that a lot of the park production facilities were removed throughout 2000s, and many of the back soundstage, all that was taken out. They did have a huge studio part, was called the America, and it looked like you were on Fifth Avenue in New York, and that was taken out as well. Let's see, because they needed all the space, because then they were starting to do Indiana Jones. They had to keep it fresh. They had to keep it going. And with the original studio type, it wasn't driving the people in. So let's see. Throughout the park, 2010, the park began to distance itself from the original studio backlot intention and entered a new direction, theming the attractions development inspired by image worlds from Hollywood storytellers. The park's original icon was the Earful Tower, the fake water tower topped with Mickey Mouse ears. In 2001, the Sorcerer's Hat was stylized and put right in front of the Chinese theater, and that sat there for 14 years. The reason why it went into Hollywood Studios, MGM at the time, was, and I have a picture of it for you guys, was it was Fantasia's anniversary, and so they wanted to do something special. It is a beautiful hat, but it took away from the Chinese theater. And let me show you guys here. On my map, this is the sorcerer's hat. And I've done a few marathons where I've ran around that sorcerer's hat. There is Eiffel Tower, which is no longer there. The hat is no longer there. A lot of this stuff has been completely redone. The only thing that has really stayed there is Phantasmic, which is a huge, right down here, surrounded by water. Is twice a day they have a show, and it's going to feature Beauty and the Beast, and it featured Fantasia. Okay, this is right here, the entrance to the park. Remember I told you about that movie, Xanadu? Yeah, it just, every time I enter the gates, I think of Olivia Newton-John. And then you have Indiana Jones back over here. Is all your backlot tour, where they designed all the clothing for MGM Studios and for all of the people who work at the park. Oops, there, I always bump everybody. That is me. That is just me. Okay. So on opening day, they had the great movie ride, and I can tell you what was in there and what's inspired that was inside there. You guys, you can go to YouTube and put the Great Movie Ride Hollywood Studios, and you can ride through it. You'll see it on your screen. It's great. It's really, really great. It takes you back to the movie times, and they're all MGM. Okay, so they had Raiders of the Lost Ark, 1981, Casablanca, 1942, Singing in the Rain, 1952, Mary Poppins, 1964, The Searchers, 1956, Wizard of Oz, 1939, and it is so great. You guys really need to go to YouTube and check it out. And Fantasia, 1940. Those were all in that ride, which is no longer there. And now it is Mickey Mouse's train ride. And I watched that this morning, and I love Mickey Mouse. I love everything about Mickey Mouse. I love everything about Disney, but I think they did a disservice by taking that out of there. So now the Hollywood Tower Hotel is your theme part for Hollywood Studios. And so it says they removed that. The Hollywood Tower Hotel has acted as the park's icon, with the Chinese theater serving as the visual centerpiece. In 2018, the park hosted 11.258 million guests. So it took them that long, I mean, from the time that they opened until 2018 to really grow that park. And so there's a lot of history going with the different changes and different people from the Walt company to do all the different designing. Some of the, like the Chinese theater was actually planned to go into Epcot. And there was another, which one was it? I forgot the name of it. There was two items that were slated to go at Epcot, and they decided, no, let's just keep all Hollywood together. So, so the Twilight, it was called at one time the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, opened in 1994 as part of the park's first expansion. A team of Walt Disney Imaginators led by Marty Schuyler and Randy Bright had been given an assignment to create two new pavilions for the Epcot. Oh, here it is. It's The Wonders of Life and the Great Movie Ride. Was supposed to go to Epcot, but they decided to keep it here. Sorry, guys, I'm like wandering here. There's too much to read. So sorry, guys. I thought I was going to be prepared for this, but you're never really prepared for it because this all goes into... Okay. In the 1990s, the park's popularity and attendance grew. The park saw its first expansion in 1994 and was the addition of Sunset Boulevard and the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror attraction. The backlot New York streets were open to guests to access and relieve traffic, and renamed the streets to America. So it was went from New York to Streets of America. During that same decade, Walt Disney features animation on-site satellite studio assisted in the production of Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King, and Mulan and Lilo and Stitch, being entirely at the park studio. In 2001, the Sorcerer's Hat, a stylized version of the magical hat from Fantasia, was erected in front of the park's Chinese theater and began to serve as the park's icon, from the onwards displaying the Eiffel Tower in that role. In 2004, Disney shuttered the Florida Animation Unit. The backlot residential street was demolished to accommodate the new location of Lights Motor Action Extreme Stunt Show. In 2005 and 2007, Disney announced that Disney MGM Studios would be rebranded as Disney Hollywood Studios, effective January 7th, 2008. So they announced it, and the park was open on January 6th at closing time at 10 p.m. The next day, they worked overnight and completely changed and branded it to Hollywood Studios. And they were open up for the next day's business. That same year, the former Stage 1 soundstage became home to the Toy Story Mania, and the surrounding area was rethemed as Pixar Place. And you guys see a lot of your Disney movies are Pixar. In 2010, Disney began phasing out the park's studio-like attractions that headlined the park during its early years of operation. This included the closure of the park studio backlot tour, American Idol experience, and the Legend of Captain Jack Sparrow. I did go to the Legend of Captain Jack Sparrow, and it was one of those 3D things, and it wasn't all that. Captain Jack Sparrow needs to stay at Magic Kingdom and the Caribbean, Pirates of the Caribbean. They tried to branch him out, and it didn't work. Let's see. Attractions in 2014, the following year, the Sorcerer Hat was removed, and the original sightlines from the Hollywood Boulevard to the park's Chinese theater was restored. And I do have a list of the people that actually visited, what celebrities visited the Chinese theater at Hollywood Studios. And their prints are on the front. Of course, you have Mickey and Minnie and friends. All of the, you can't have the Chinese theater without your main core of Disney characters. Cuba Gooding Jr. was there, Sylvester Stallone, Carol Burnett, Danny DeVito, Rhea Perlman, Billy Joel, Christy Brinkley, Charlie Sheen, the late Jim Varney. I don't know if you guys know who he is, and if you're a young person, you probably don't. He passed in early 2000. He was in Toy Story's first 2 movies, and he was Slinky. So if you ever hear that voice from the first 2 stories, it's Slinky. And he went by Vern, Ernest and Vern. He made a lot of commercials. He made quite a few movies, but yeah. And then George Lucas. All of them guys have all had their prints in front of the Chinese theater, and I'm sure there's probably more. Okay, moving on. Let's see. In March 2015, during the annual shareholders meeting, Disney CEO Bob Iger hinted at another possible name change for the park due to the changes coming in the near future. However, the company denied rumors of that name change in February 2018. The park continued to close more studio-themed attractions in April 2016. The majority of the streets of America, including the backlot streets, Facade, the Lights, Motors, Action, Extreme Stunt Show, the Eiffel Tower, and the remaining backstage area was closed and demolished in preparation for Star Wars Galaxy Edge and Toy Story Land. In 2017, the Great Movie Ride closed as the final remaining opening day attractions was replaced by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Rail Train. The park was closed from March 16 to July 15, 2020 due to the pandemic. So that is some of the history of Hollywood Studios. The Tower of Terror, guys. That is something to go on. I went on it when it was the Twilight Zone, and I went on it as they changed it to the hotel. That is based on a 1939 Twilight Zone movie of a family who goes into a hotel. And when you enter the hotel for your standing area at Hollywood Studios, you are really like in the front lobby of the hotel, and like the hat you see me wearing, but they're wearing the long jackets and everything. I was wearing my chef coat just because I need to put food into it. So in 1939, this family enters the elevator. They have a little girl. She does have a Mickey in her hand, and the elevator closes. A lightning strikes, and some paranormal attacks them and takes them all the way into a haunted hotel. And then you go up to the 13th floor, and then you drop. And then you go up and you drop. It is amazing, amazing. A lot of the old-time Hollywood studios, I thought it was great. Some of the backlot tours that when I was there in 1990, it was a 2-hour tour, and you would see how they made the clothes for the studio. You would see some of them doing the production. You'd see how they would make sound, how it was just amazing how you can make sound, how you can take sandpaper and just rub it together and you would never known it was sandpaper, or how you can just take handfuls of dirt, just throw it, and how they tape the sound, how it just drops on the table. Amazing stuff. And a lot of that back in the day was all done by hand. Now it's all done by electronics. Let's see, what else was the backlot tour? You would see all the props. Herbie Lovebug was there. The Golden Girls house was there. Some of the stuff from Star Trek, Star Wars. Is it Ted and somebody else's big adventure was there? There was just quite a few stuff. And then you would go into this one area where you would see this big, huge oil tanker, and it goes sideways, and all this water comes rushing down, and the fire comes out of it. And then they would say, cut, action, cut. And you have the water just goes down in the tanks down below. Then you would go into another area, and you're going to find out how they make movies from the big ships, and how they do torpedoes in water, and the sound effects. I miss that old time stuff. I think that's great. That's part of the history. But I like what they're doing with it now too, with Pixar films. You know, you had the Muppets were there. Roger Rabbit was there. Then there was so many things that were there. They had old time croners on the side of the road singing and joking with you, and they've got their suitcases, people singing as they clean the streets, the Hollywood area. They would decorate it up, and you would go to Soho too, and Little Italy. That was all in the back lots that you could tour through and take pictures and have a great time. And then they had the stunt action, Indiana Jones, how they do that, how they make stunts. It's just amazing. And now we have Toy Story, and today we're kind of like halfway, almost done. we're not halfway through. We're pretty much done. And I hope I did the studio well. I am not a good narrator for the parks, but it was a lot of history. Magic Kingdom will be a lot easier. Animal Kingdom will be a lot easier as well. So, but anyways, we're going to have some snacks, and the snack that I picked are tochos, and that comes from Woody's Lunchbox snack area. And then we're going to have a milkshake from the 50s Primetime Cafe, and I'm going to stop this and get this started and bring it back, and we can enjoy it. And it's going to be fun. It's going to be delightful. All right, guys. I'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back. You know, that history just really made me hungry. So we had to stop off at Woody's Toy Story Lunchbox Pavilion and get us a snack. But this snack came from Crafty Chef Diamond's kitchen, but I made it just like you would get it at Hollywood Studios. But mine has, I always have to put a twist on everything, guys. If you were to get this at Tocho's, at Woody's Lunchbox, you would get chili without meat. Mine is loaded with meat, so I had to have meat. So you have tater tots, corn chips, chili with onions and cheese and cayenne pepper and all that good stuff, graced all over top of the tater tots. And I made my own cheese glaze. Normally they would just put diced cheddar on top, but I made my own cheese glaze, topped with sour cream. Yummy, guys. I am so hungry. And this is what you would get at Hollywood Studios, but a smaller version of this. So I'm going to share this with my husband because he is home and we are hungry. I wasn't that hungry for breakfast this morning, so I saved it and he ate it. Okay, so then this is at Toy Story. And then I wanted to stop by because, you know, you got to wash this down, right? I mean, I still have my coffee. Yeah, still have my coffee. So, but I'm really thirsty and it's melting really quick. So I'm going to have to show you real quick, and I'm going to have to change my camera. But then I stopped off at the 50s Primetime Cafe. And here we go. We have a peanut butter milkshake. Back to the 50s, guys. Isn't that great? Yeah. So I'm actually going to take a nice little sip of this with your traditional cherry on top. Oh, it's so thick. Oh, the peanut butter is great. All right, you guys. This is wonderful. So one of my other favorite spots at Hollywood Studio, of course, it's the food and all the attractions and everything, but it's Aerosmith roller coaster, y'all. It is a blast. As soon as you get off of it, you want to get right back on it, but you got to stand in line for like 45, 50 minutes. And that's why you have to have the food first before you go on Aerosmith. And you are in his huge limousine. And this thing goes 60 miles an hour, and you do a flip, and you just, what is that one song from Mrs. Doubtfire? Work it like a lady, yeah, yeah, do the lucky lady. You're going to hear that all the way through, and the rockin' music, and you're going to meet Aerosmith's manager saying, these guys don't need a ride, and Steven Tyler's like, yeah, we got plenty of room in the limo, and then we just go. All right, guys, it's been great. I hope you like what I had today, because now I'm going to eat this. Truly going to eat this. And we are just going to have Slinky Says Bye. And I'll see you next week at Animal Kingdom. I hope you like what you've heard today. Not much whip going on for work in progress on my diamond painting, but I enjoyed the chat. I enjoyed chatting with you guys. I hope you hit the like button, subscribe, leave me a little comment, and I'll see you guys in the middle of the week so I can start on my Animal Kingdom canvases show and tell. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. Love you all. Use your imagination. I did mine today. So, and I will have some inspired famous food for Animal Kingdom next week. So join me next Sunday, guys. And take care. All right. Love you all. Bye for now.